Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Darlington Kwasi. In this video, I'm going to show you how to work with um, the static text class in WxPython. It is basically used for displaying labels and informative texts. Okay, I'm going to show you how to use it in this video. As usual, I already have a boilerplate code here, and what it does basically is create a window. So if I go to my terminal and say python main.py and hit enter, you can see the window. This window has a panel. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is create a label and make this panel the parent. Okay, so I'll say self.static text. That's what I'm going to call it. Is equal to wx.static text, and I'll say self.panel. Okay, that's the parent, this one here, and I'll come here and say the label should be hello world. Okay, so this is the text that I want to be displayed. Okay, so if I save it and run it, you can see the static text here, hello world. Okay, um let's see what we can do with this static text. Okay, so we can change the position. We could say that the position should be 100 by 100. Okay, that's 100 pixels from the left and 100 pixels from the top, and these are device independent pixels, just as these ones. Okay, so if I save it now and run it, you can see that the position has changed. Okay, so I'm going to cancel this. Let's see what else we could do. We could give this a font, so we could say font is equal to wix.font. Okay, and we could say that the point size should be 14. The weight should be bold, so say wix.font weight bold. Okay, we could say that the family should be decorative. Okay, so we could say wix.font family decorative. Okay, we could also say that the style should be italic, so say wix.font style italic. Okay, we could set the underline, so we could say that the underline should be true. Okay, um now I can come down and say self.static text dot set font, and I can say font. That's this font here. Okay, so now if I save it and run it, what does it say? Okay, I didn't spell this correctly, so this is supposed to be in a capital letter. Okay, so set font. Now if I save it and run it, you can see it's now bold, it's now underlined, the style has changed, it's now italic. Okay, the point size has also changed. Okay, so I'm going to cancel this. You could change this however you like. All right, just check the documentation and play with it. Okay, so let's see what else we could do. We could set the foreground color. So we could say self.static text dot set own foreground color. Okay, and we could say this should be wx dot yellow. Okay, I want it to be yellow. All right, so if I save it and run it, you can see it's now yellow. Okay, we could also write this as yellow and it will still work. Okay, so if we save it again and run it, you can see it's still yellow. Okay, but let me change it back to the other way of doing it. Okay, um let's give it a background color. So we'll say self.static text dot set background color, and I'll say this should be wx dot blue. Okay, I want it to be blue. So if I save it and run it, you can see that the background color has changed to blue. All right, so let's see what else we could do. We could set the word wrap. So we could say self.static text dot wrap. Okay, we could say this should be 200. All right, when doing this, make sure that the value you put here is less than that of the window width. Okay, always make sure that it's less than what you have here. Okay, if you don't do that, the some of the text will be hidden. Okay, and it could affect the layout of other widgets. It could also lead to unexpected results in your graphical user interface. Okay, so that's why you have to make sure that this value here is less than the width of your window. Okay, so if I save this and run it, we can't see any change, but let's add more to this text. So we could say how are you doing? Save it and run it, and now you can see that it has wrapped the text. Okay, if there was no word wrap, this is what we would have had. Okay, um so I'm going to cancel this and restore this, and if we continue to add more text, let me just copy this and repeat it. Okay, and I come here and say this should be 2000, for example. This 2000 now is greater than this width here, 800. So if I save this now and run it, you can see that some of the text is hidden, despite the fact that we have a word wrap in place. Okay, even if I try to increase this, you see some of the text is still hidden. Okay, so that's why you have to make sure that the value you put here is less than the width of the window, because WxPython does not automatically create scroll bars. You have to do them explicitly. So I'm going to take all of this off. I'm going to do a Control Z or Control Z if you like. Take everything off. Okay. Restore this. If this doesn't work, you can come down here and give it a face name. Okay. Um, you could say that this should be a particular font that is installed on your operating system. Okay, for example, I'm using Windows 11. Okay, so I'm going to say this should be calls empty. Okay, and now if I save it and run it, you can see that the font has changed. Okay, so yeah, I think we can stop here. You can check the documentation and play with it. But this is basically how it works. If you enjoyed watching this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks and see you next time.